Hey there, it's Catherine from CatherinePuller.com. With all of the adhesives that are on the market, you may be having some trouble figuring out which is best to use for which job. So let me see if I can help flatten that learning curve for you. The first and most common adhesive that I use is called Snail Adhesive by Stampin' Up. It's made by the company Tombow, and it's a pretty strong adhesive. You just kind of need to know how to use it right. When I use my adhesive, I go straight along the edge of my layer, the top layer, the smaller one, and I go from corner to corner. So you can see I went all the way across the edge from top to bottom on opposite sides. Now when you adhere this to your project, you're going to lay it down and you're going to rub over where that adhesive is. This is going to make a strong bond so your project will not come apart. I promise, this works. The next adhesive I'm going to show you is the Tombow Multi-Purpose Liquid Glue. This is a great glue for 3D projects or when adhering a piece of cardstock that you have embossed with your Big Shot. Now when you've embossed with your Big Shot, you're going to have some texture on your cardstock. So if you use the Snail adhesive, like I showed you, you're going to be putting pressure on that piece of cardstock and it's going to flatten out your embossing a little bit. So if you add the liquid glue, you're not going to be doing that. And also it really gets in those nooks and crannies, especially if you have a really textured embossing folder like a square lattice or something like that. You really want to use a strong adhesive to make sure that does not come apart. And also if you have an embossed piece and you're rubbing on it like this, you're going to flatten out that embossing. So use your liquid glue. And I like it for 3D projects also, because it gives me a little bit of room to wiggle my pieces around and make sure they're in the right spots and holding together, and it's a very strong glue. So that's liquid adhesive. Next piece is sticky strip. This is great also for 3D projects. It's also called red line tape, so you're just going to peel it off and then cut it, apply it to your project, and then peel that red tape off. Super duper sticky. Some people love it. I think it's great. I don't think it's the easiest to work with because I like to get things done and I have to peel, cut, stick, peel. Too many steps for me. Liquid glue, zoop, zoop, and I'm done. Next, we're going to look at mini glue dots. These are great for adhering little pieces together like, well, I guess I don't have a piece. Say you have a little flower and you want to stick it on your project. Mini glue dots are perfect for that. Or maybe securing a bow that won't stay right where you want it. Or how about a button? So what you're going to do is take the piece that you want stuck down onto your project, peel back your paper, put your button or piece right on top of that glue dot, and peel that glue dot off. Now it's ready to stick onto your project. Last adhesive we're going to talk about is the two-way glue pen. Now I use this for a couple different reasons. It's two-way because when you apply it, it's going to be blue, and it's a adhesive that is great for a permanent bond. So you can stick paper together. I don't use it to stick my cards together personally. I don't think it's strong enough. You may have a different experience. But I like to use it for my glitter. So just pour your glitter on, tap it off in the powder pal, give a couple good hard flicks to get that excess glitter off, and you've got some glitter. Here is a wonderful snowflake project that I made with the Dazzling Diamonds glitter. Another way to use this is for masking. So you're going to apply it to your mask, let it dry, and now it's a temporary adhesive. So when I place my mask on top of whatever I'm stamping, it's not going to stick there permanently. It'll just be temporary. All right, one last. I said that was last. It's not. This is something I go through packs and packs and packs of. Dimensionals. I love these things. I pop everything up. These little squares are popped up off here. This ornament is popped up. This perfectly preserved jar is popped up. My layer here is popped up. Anytime you want to add dimension to your projects, you're going to want to use dimensionals. So stock up on these. They're great. They're awesome. they add a little bit of pizzazz to your projects. So I hope this helped you laying out the different adhesives that are available on the market and helping you understand when to use which kind for which. Now, if you want to learn more, be sure to hop over using the link below the YouTube video and learn about how to sign up for my newsletter and also how to become a Stamp Nation member, where you will have access to hundreds of video tutorials on everything from scrapbooking to paper crafting, techniques, how-to videos, and a whole lot more, including an awesome paper crafting community of paper crafters that are worldwide. Thanks so much. Happy stamping!